So I stepped off on the road about, I don't know, 30, 40 minutes ago. Just gone up to Clendevan 4 and we're about to head up this feature here and aiming to camp up on top, find a pitch up onto one of these features and then test out my new tent, the Halny Elite 1. Just released by Terra Nova, part of their Wild Country range, new for 2025. So I thought I'd bring it out. It's the first time I've got a solo tent, so quite excited to pitch it. It's a little bit blustery, a little bit of rain, so I think it should make for a good little test. It's only a 3-season tent, but it's really well priced. So I think if you're in the market for something and you're not really sure what level to get in at, it's definitely one to consider. So we're going to punch up and give it a test. Wild Country Halny Elite 1 is a lightweight, eco-conscious tent designed for solo backpackers. And here are some of the main features. In terms of weight, this is a 1.36 kilogram 3-season tent. It's a single hoop design. The fly sheet is a 20D ripstop nylon. The ground sheet is 20D PEZ with a 5,000 millimeter hydrostatic head. Key features: ultra lightweight single pole design, sustainable construction, compact, and it's packable. So as you can see, pretty good size inside. I'm 6'2". I'm sort of sat up at the moment. My head's more or less touching the top. I'm kind of like stooping a little bit, but it's, you know, there is enough room in here to move around. If I was to lay down, plenty of room. I'll put the bag in later, but yeah, you know, stacks of room in here. And there's a good bit of space on this side as well for your kit as well. So you've got the vestibule here. But you can also store kit actually inside the tent with you at night with a sleeping mat as well. And I'll set that up later so you can see it. Yeah, quite a good size. Bring the camera in so you can have a look. It's got vents at one end, and then it's got other vents at this end here as well. And you can open those on the outside as well. It's quite good, so stacks of air coming through, keep it ventilated and nice and dry. It's only got one pocket inside just there at the head end. The door though opens right up. As you can see there, a massive door completely opens up, and a huge vestibule. Well, I say huge, but a good size. Right, tent's up, bit of warm kit on, a bit chilly now, a little bit of rain as well, clouds starting to come in. like it's time to do some food. Well, that's one test done. You know, it's raining outside. It's pretty windy. I've closed the door. Able to cook in the vestibule or the porch quite easily. There's a lot of room here. You know, I've got all my stuff laid out there. Got the MSR wind burner going, pan on, cooking, and I've vented there. And it's quite good, really. Yeah, decent. Right, I'm gonna have my dinner, and I'll speak to you guys after I've eaten this. That's me zipped in now. There's quite a bit of room. To your right, there's a little area. I've got some bits stored. My pack and sort of bags and stuff. There, loads of room. Good morning. That's me just waking up now. It's about just gone 5:30. Pretty good night's sleep. Pretty bad rain throughout the night, but the tent seems to have held up pretty well. No wet patches, no water coming through, anything like that. Dry. It was gusting quite badly last night. I think looking at the weather forecast, at 300 metres it was up to about 18 miles an hour. I'm at about just over 800 metres on the Black Mountain here, so obviously it goes up a little bit. But yeah. You know, it was noisy, but the tent's held up, wasn't pushing in too much inside. Driving rain with that as well, but it's all pretty dry. You know, sleeping bag's all dry at the end where my feet have been in there. Again, no water ingress or anything. Flies not touching the interior either, so it's not come through. Yeah, done quite well. Quite happy with that. Yeah, right. Well, anyway, I'm gonna brew up now. Get a coffee on, get some warm kit on. So I'll probably drop the tent in the rain. I'll catch you in a bit. Walking off the feature now, back down to the car at the bottom after what was a pretty good night actually. Tent held up to some not insignificant winds. Like I said, probably gusting up to about 20 on the top of the feature. Quite a lot of rain, bit of driving rain around about 2-3 in the morning. It was a little bit noisy, but yeah, no water inside the tent, which is always a good thing. Sleeping bag was still dry, so the inner wasn't smacking against the fly or anything like that. So I think, yeah, all in all, for a fairly cheap 3-season solo tent, I think the Halny Elite ones definitely impressed me. You know, I'm happy with that little purchase. I think especially for something that, you know, you potentially don't really go out in that much, and that's what I was struggling with, justifying spending loads of money on something. Whereas the price range these come in from Terra Nova, you know, it's the kind of thing that you can just use a couple of times a year if you're so inclined, and it's already paid for itself. So I think, yeah, really decent tent, and cracking little campsite as well. Really good views, especially sunset last night, and this morning bit of a cloud inversion looking towards Clinavan Fall, the other big lake. Yeah, really cool. The car's in sight now. Get myself in, back on the road to Cirencester. Anyway, cheers for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you later.